Boom, Shaka Laga. Listen, the new high-level advanced workflow builder, it is literally, when I heard about it, it's like drinking water out of a fire hose. There is so much new stuff that when I dove into it, I was like, how can I practically use this? There is a lot involved. I know it can make my job more simple, but what is actually one of the benefits? So I'm going to go over one use case that has actually made something super, super simple for one of my clients. So I'm going to dive right in and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So one of my clients had me build out a very simple process. Okay. Step number one, a new Facebook form leads gets filled out. It adds a tag, it updates the opportunity, and it goes through that process. Then there was a step number two. When they fill out a survey, they get removed from this and they go down through this thing. And then step number three was once they got to the end of number two, if they filled out a free consulting booking form, then they got removed from number two, and then they went through workflow number three. And then if they ended up going through the internal notification and they actually went through and paid, then number four was the paid booking link. It removed from follow up from the previous follow ups. And then number five was opportunity status changed, send lead, paid link calendar. And then once they did that, then step number six happened. And so what I had to do was I had to build every single one of these workflows out individually so that each one kind of played on the next one. Now, here's the coolest thing about the new advanced workflow builder is I'm able to now build all six of these steps right into one space. Okay. Now, I know that this might be a little hard to grasp, and I'm not going to go super deep into all of the nooks and crannies of all of this. But what I did was I went back and basically took the six steps that were here, step one, step two, step three, step four, step five, and I recreated them inside of step number one, where all six workflows can live now in the same space. Why? Because the new workflow builder gives you the ability to add multiple triggers inside. And if you go to settings and you make sure that you can't allow multiple opportunities, when someone fills out this Facebook lead form and they're going through this process, and then they actually go to the part of this process where they fill out the survey, it's going to then move them into this process here. And then as they go through the survey, and it's like, hey, you didn't book this SMS, and then this SMS they actually did book, and customer booked the appointment, boom, then it's going to move them into this flow. And then copy customer booked. If you ever get this little yellow triangle, just click it, hit save trigger. Then they'll go into this flow. And here's the coolest thing is I was like, dang, I'm going to have to build all six workflows out all over again. Not true. So what I did was I go here. Let's say I go to number five, and number five is still in the traditional sense and still in the traditional workflow builder. So I'm going to hit switch to advanced builder. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all of this and I'm going to hit Command C, and you'll see action copy paste to anywhere in the workflow. Then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to go to the bottom, and I'm just going to hit Command V or paste, and boom. And then when you do paste new workflows into the advanced builder, you do have to click on each node and just hit save. It just wants to make sure that every node is correct. And then let's go back. I'm going to hit it. So it does auto save now. And the cool thing is there is an undo, but then I'm going to hit back, and then I'm going to go to number six, which was when the post free consultant form is filled out, condition on disposition, update opportunities, and then it will update the opportunities. So now I can hit advanced builder, and it's going to build this out. And then I can copy all of this, hit Command C, go back to my area where I was creating the entire build out. And then I'm going to go down here, hit the little hand, Command V, boom. Now that entire system, that entire flow, I know you can hit this button here and it brings them all together, makes them a little bit more tight knit. But now I have all six of those workflows that were in a flow. They all worked against each other. Like when a person moved from one, they got removed from another. Now I have all six of those workflows inside of one channel here. Okay. And the cool thing is that let's say you even wanted to add a trigger that says add trigger customer replied contains phrase stop or please take me off your list. Let's just say that contains trigger, please take me off your list. Then I can add an action, remove from workflow, current workflow, which would be this one. Or if you want to specify number one, it's going to remove from this entire workflow. And now we can create, without having to create a completely different workflow. Now I have everything all built into this one place, all six. So then my next step would be just to keep this nice and organized is I can add these little sticky notes. And what I would do just to keep all of this stuff organized is step one. And let's copy this, duplicate. All right, so now I can go step one, step two, step three, step four, and then we do step five and step six. And now this is one way that I could keep track of where people are at in the entire pipeline. And then that's that's it. Now I have all six of these workflows. Instead of having to build out all six of these workflows one at a time and having to go back and forth to them, I can build them all out in one place. And one of the coolest features inside of the new builder is if I do need to go to a different workflow, I can hit workflow switcher. And let's say I wanted to go to workflow six, it'll open it up in a new tab. And if I needed to confirm that, hey, this is exactly what I was looking for, or if I wanted to actually copy paste that, I could go back and I could do that and then it opens up a new tab instead of having to go back and then open up a new workflow and all of that stuff. Workflow AI is pretty sick. I'll get into workflow AI in another video. Then the cool thing is you still do have like stats to where if you have text messages get sent out, you can track how many were delivered, how many clicked, how many failed, or emails and stuff like that. So you still do have the tracking, but this is one use case. One use case. If you have anything like what I just showed you, where someone has a setup from new Facebook lead to they fill out a survey to they fill out a consulting calendar to where then they pay, then the opportunity status change, and then they fill out another form. All of these work together. And if you have any systems or processes that work like this is now where the new AI, the new advanced workflow builder is going to come in handy because now I can just build all six steps all into the same place. And as long as the triggers don't contradict each other, like I wouldn't like it's N8N and HighLevel had a baby here. And then there's so many other things that you can do, but I just wanted to show you one solid use case for how you can use the new advanced GHL workflow builder to save you some time. Because the cool thing is, as people move through, you're still going to see where people are at in the sequence, and you can still do the go-to section. And you can set up multiple triggers. I can't tell you how many times I have had to build an entire workflow just for one trigger that's going to remove people from the workflow. And that's it. So I just wanted to show you guys just one use case on how you can use the advanced builder, the GHL advanced builder. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff in here you to play with. I'm not going to get into depths with all of that, but the best part about it is you can use multiple triggers and multiple actions inside of one giant builder. That way you're not having to go back and forth between workflow and workflow. Now, In my next video, I'm going to show you how I turn my database reactivation sequence and automation using the advanced builder. So please be on the lookout for that. If you guys would like any extra help setting up HighLevel or anything like that, I do have access to my free community called GHL Blueprint. And if you do not have a HighLevel account and you sign up through HighLevel through me, I have some of the top bonuses out there, and I'm willing to hop on a call with you, help you get things set up, help you learn the advanced builder one-on-one. You just schedule the time. I look forward to seeing you all in future trainings. Have a great day.